Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, March 1st, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I bring my awareness to my flow and make conscious alignments. I have to say that I sometimes listen to music as I am preparing for this, and sometimes it feels like it's a sign. And the song that came on, I like Pandora, was Changing Waters. And I definitely feel that in the astro today. Working our alignment with our flow feels very, very important in these energies. So we have a few things going on, and definitely some strong energy in the background. We are in the dark of the moon. The moon is preparing for Pisces new moon. That's actually going to be on Wednesday morning. In this dark of the moon energy, especially because it is, well, we're going to have the moon shift from Aquarius into Pisces. So having the moon shift into Pisces takes us to this place of potentiality to revisit any karmic lifetime that we need to at this time. And that's what I always say about lifetimes, whether you consider them, all happening at once or past lives or whatever it is. Who knows, right? Who knows how this universe really works? We all claim to know, but who really knows? But that's one of the things is like these energies come to us when they will serve us on our path now. So if weird things are bubbling up, that's what you're meant to utilize it is in the now. Like, how does this affect me now? How am I meant to shift these tides now? What I said in my scope the other day about like somebody else has created whirlpool versus your own flow, be very aware of this in this energy. One of the cool things that I think it's cool, we have Venus and Mars. So Venus and Mars are hanging out very close, very, very close. They're conjunct for all intents and purposes, but they're just not exact conjunction. Today, both Venus and Mars will trine the North Node and sextile the South Node. So the North Node, again in Taurus, is pulling us towards nature, towards our values, aligning with our highest values, versus that South Node energy. South Node in Scorpio is like, hey, watch out for the fears. Now this goes double as we are building to this conjunction with Pluto. We are going to have this Plutonic conjunction happening on Thursday. So this is the time when it's like, how do I align with my values? How do I utilize the energy of nature, this grounded energy, to feel supported and not fall down the fear rabbit hole, not get sucked into the fear waves whirlpool, to use the empowerment lesson of empowerment from the South Node. So I love that we have this check-in with the nodes before they reach that Plutonic connection coming in, the Plutonic-Colonic connection coming in on, it's really early on Thursday, so we're definitely going to be feeling it tomorrow as we're moving through new moon in Pisces energy. So that's really important. Again, the South Node as well in Scorpio can bring us back to situations. And again, the purpose is not fear. The purpose is this is how it went last time, and this is in my highest soul alignment, how I'm called to stand up and show up. What I love about today is the sun is at 11 degrees, which brings a healing balm through awareness to the overall process. The sun and Jupiter are also building into a conjunction later this week as well, which will be, it's a very interesting timing with all of this energy going on. The new moon and sun and Jupiter coming together and this Pluto energy. Now, I will remind you that Jupiter expands whatever it touches on. And so what we don't need Jupiter expanding is any fear waves. So being very present, bringing awareness to the now will support us in this flow and in the potentiality for miracles that Jupiter can bring forth. So moon shifting, that's like your brief overview of what's all happening. Moon will be shifting into Pisces at 12:53 p.m. Before that, we have the moon in Aquarius. It will be making early in the day connection to the nodes. Again, just this little check-in, like, where are you at? Where's your alignment at? It's looking like that's going to be happening. I have this pulled up. It's funny. I do all the different time zones. This is actually pulled up for like 7:30 in the morning, Eastern time, the chart that I have pulled up. And so we'll have the moon checking in, like I said, early in the morning with the nodes, checking in vibrationally. Where are you at? Are you aligning with your values, or are you feeling the fear vibration? And if so, how can you shift that alignment? So I love that we have these little check-ins that are like, here you go, little bumps. Like, here you go. Here's the direction you want to go. Matching a tiny little rabbit hippity-hoppening. Well, I guess that's appropriate, right? March 1st, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. We also are going to have the sun and Uranus connecting, the changing waters. All right, I mentioned this yesterday. I'm going to say this again. Sun in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus. This could bring on the lazy cat. Anytime Pisces and Taurus connects, there is that potentiality. And if it does, to me, it's like you're meant to kind of go to that place, kind of tune out so that you can tune in. I swear the universe will like tune us out so we can get those deeper layers. So we're not so involved in the minutia and our brain isn't running. So it has the space to receive. So there is that potentiality. Uranus brings change energy, changing waters, right? Change, liberation, evolution, revolution. This is Uranus at 11 degrees. So it has a little bit of potency in it. Again, this healing degree, but it's a mastery degree. And again, Uranus and Taurus is hopefully helping us shift towards that which we value. I love the connection because this can be very grounding for the Pisces, which I do think is very supportive. Uranus is also the rebel. And so again, Pisces can become complacent and go with the flow. So it's like, well, where are you being called to like shake up the flow? Where is that flow not working for you anymore? And because it's, again, not your personal alignment. So there's definitely some interesting energies. At the very least, Uranus can definitely trigger things. And again, I'm feeling the vibe of like, there are going to be some who are going to be experiencing some past life energies to be moved through. In and through this. Speaking of that, actually, it's interesting. I have the Thunderbolt card in reverse. A lot of times when I see the Thunderbolt card in reverse, it's like you're not dealing with the now. And this isn't something that you're, it's not about fearing what's coming in the future. A lot of times the Thunderbolt is like reviewing these past things. So again, there's potentiality to shift it. I also have the Celebration card, and I did a March brief overview of the transits. There's a lot going on in March on my Patreon page, and this was the card for the overall month. So, hard times require furious dancing. Pisces rules the feet. Dancing is always a good way to help shift through these, open your consciousness, move through things. I have the slowing down card. Like I said, we may be feeling the lazy cat in and through this. In and through this energy. Take your time. Get grounded. I would say anytime we have Uranus, it's a good reminder to go slow. I remember our last big Uranus event, I ended up on my butt. So I doubled down on the slow down, watch where you're going message in that so you don't have any sudden accidents to wake you up. The Source card. The Source, this is a great card, especially in regards to the Pluto energy coming in, the South Node in Scorpio energy. The source. To me, this card always is our lower chakras, taking the time to get grounded, get connected. Our lower chakras, specifically our root chakra, can bring fears up that it's still connected to, again, from whether it's this lifetime, but I also see a lot of other lifetimes somehow can connect into that root chakra energy. Here's an example. I had a few things I was very afraid of when I was a little girl. One was sharks. I was born in New York, so there were no sharks near me where I lived. We had a pond, no sharks in the pond, or in the swimming pools my friend had, but, you know, I was afraid of sharks. Sharks, volcanoes, no volcano there. There's a few other things. Those are the ones that come to mind right now. Those fears gripped me very strongly, with no rational reason. But they were very connected to the root chakra. So if you have any weird fears, some of these things may be coming up in and through this energy, and they may be connected to your root chakra. How can you reground? How can you remind yourself, it's okay, I am safe. Safe from these old traumas, like I said, that may be may have the potentiality of coming up. The final card that I have is the traveling card in reverse. Let me feel like through what this is, the traveling card in reverse. What I'm getting from this, so it's the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is like, well, you got some places to go, but your bag is too heavy. You may need to put a few things down. It may be that you've tried to put some of these things down prematurely, and you still need to learn a lesson. So this is what it feels like. It's like old baggage you may have put down that comes back around. It's like, hi, I'm still here. You're not quite done with me. There's a few more layers to my onion. So that's what I'm getting with that card. With that, you can always book a reading to dig deeper into your personal chart. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Check out my month ahead review or overview on Patreon. You can join in the link below. Besides this, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.